or if you choose to have a child, will you be okay doing it on alone? Or do you feel like you really want to only do it if you have a partner?
My story has changed a bit because I met my person. It has changed me in a big way. We've been together a year.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for you.
I met him on Hinge. So I like to tell people, even though I hate that, I like to tell people because it gives women hope or gives people hope a lot of the time that you can meet like the one.
Yeah.
Um, and we talk about kids and
Does he have any children?
no,
Okay.
but like we both, honestly, I have felt more open to motherhood since meeting him.
Right.
More than the process of freezing my eggs. Because I'll be very honest, just like my film, the process of freezing my eggs felt like it was about me.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel that it was about children. It felt that it was about me and my empowerment to take control of my future, the timing of my life, to not feel ashamed and to not feel forced into situations that a lot of women are because they feel that they're running out of time, right? And those little eggs in the freezer, they feel like pieces of me. They don't feel like fully formed humans, which is why I'm very against what's happening politically in certain southern states, saying that embryos are fully formed humans, because they're not. They're pieces of us until they become babies. But I feel like for the first time, the thought in the conception of the idea of motherhood and children kind of was born out of my relationship with my partner. So will we take those eggs out of the freezer? Hell yeah. If we need to, fuck yeah. Yes, absolutely. I would love to be able to see, I think we might, when it's time, see how it goes, and figure it out day by day. But I have zero qualms about using those eggs in the freezer.
Right. Okay. So, and then now that you've done this, just to clarify for people listening, now that you have the eggs in the freezer and you just pointed out that you could pick the gender, you could pick the healthy ones, would you, even though you probably still are fertile and could do it on your own, maybe, maybe not, but do you think you would rather pick one of those eggs as opposed to having it happen to you naturally?
I mean, I'll tell you one thing, Rachel, it's expensive. I've done part of the process, but it costs money to then pull them out of the freezer, fertilize them, do IVF. Basically, I've done half of the process of IVF, right?
Got it. I forgot that there's a cost to it. Yeah.
I mean, look, if I got insurance that can cover it, maybe I'll do that, sooner than later. But no, I mean, it's an expensive thing, and I would rather not have to pay an additional whatever 20 grand, whatever it ends up being. That's why so many people talk about how IVF is like it's like a rich people science.
Yeah.
But what's amazing is so many, especially in Hollywood, so many studios, a lot of the tech industry covers this stuff, which is so epic to me. Any business or employer that covers egg freezing, I like applaud them, because so many people consider it elective, unnecessary, right? I go, this is our lives. This is our futures. This is our ability to thrive in the world. You need to give this to people. You need to be able, men's erectile dysfunction surgeries are covered. All kind of dick surgeries are covered. They're always covered, right? Women, and I think what it is that this feels like a newer science to a lot of people. And we have all of these politics surrounding it. So it feels like, let's just not even get involved. But actually, if you want us to thrive and work for you and do our best work over many, many, many years, give us some insurance policy about our children. Give us a chance to be able to think about that later and not immediately have to figure it out today and get pregnant with some person that we're not even sure of.
Right. Right. As you were talking, listen, I don't want to have any other kids and I'm 49, so I'm not having any on my own for sure. But I wondered if people that are listening didn't think of this when they were younger, haven't met the right partner or whatever, for whatever reason, they're thinking, this is interesting to me. I would want to see if my eggs are still viable. And you're saying that cutoff, that cliff maybe doesn't really exist at 35. It's probably very individual for everyone. I'm curious
is.
if I went in to the doctor and checked my viability, if I would even have one that I could put aside if I meet someone in 5 years and my daughter is like, why don't you, when my daughter goes away to college, I think there's a lot of people that don't know what to do with their lives because they've been a mom, right? So that's a whole nother thing that they may not care about having a child later in life as long as it belongs to, it's from them. Thank you so much for listening to Misunderstood. I'm your host, Rachel Yucatel. Please be sure to subscribe to the show and give us a 5-star rating and review. You can support the show by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/misunderstood with Rachel Yucatel. Do you have ideas for the show or want to reach out? Email us at info misunderstoodpodcast@gmail.com. That's spelled MISS understood. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.